So Sunday, I got home right around 5 a.m. and I guess I woke up at 8 a.m. and puked like all over my bathroom and puked blood in the sink.
Mm-hmm.
And the only thing that went through my head was our theme song.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
And welcome to another episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name is Neil.
I'm Chris.
And we watched, yes, not one, but two, count them, two movies that are out there for your viewing pleasure at this moment in time in the world of cinema.
Mm-hmm.
First, we are going to talk about the movie that came out literally 2 days before my birthday.
Aww.
Yay! The one that was on Netflixy this past week is called Do Revenge, featuring Camila Mendes.
Camila Mendes.
I'm going to stop you right there, Chad. Because whatever you think I am doesn't come close to what you are, which is scum. A worthless, pathetic little worm. You stole money from your investors to what? Finance copter cab? But what a surprise. In the end, you couldn't pull it off. That's your problem in a nutshell. You can't land anything. You'll never be an alpha, Chad. You're a born beta.
From Riverdale, right?
Oh! What?
Fucking damn! Is that from Riverdale, right?
Yeah, I think it was from Riverdale. Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah, well, it's definitely from Riverdale. Because that's where I got. I listened to like probably. I think I know exactly what happened in every season of Rivendell just from listening to all the clips. From her.
So you get it. You understand. Yeah. I know what this movie is. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, I think I got it. Also, the daughter of Tony Hawke, Maya Hawke.
I'm hopeless.
We both are.
If only we could just, combine.
Combine?
No, think about it. I know exactly what I want. And I found the girl of my dreams, but I just can't get the courage to ask her out.
Mm-hmm.
Meanwhile, you go on a million dates, and you have no idea what you want.
Mm-hmm.
So if we just combined, all our problems will be solved. Because, alone, let's face it.
We totally suck.
Totally and utterly. Ooh, I think I found our morning movie. Dr. Zhivago.
You know I don't do double VHS.
But it's about doomed love.
Oh, that's relatable.
Precisely.
What double VHSs did you have growing up?
What VHSs did
Like
I have
the double
growing
ones.
up, or what
The double.
VHS did I have?
The double VHSs, like the ones. The movies that
I had Woodstock,
Yeah.
69.
So that was two.
That was 3 actually.
Oh, okay.
One box. Then there was, gosh, I can't remember. I know I did have some double ones.
Okay.
Godfather. I had Godfather.
Yeah.
Godfather was a double disc,
Yeah.
double VHS.
Now on Paramount Plus, if you guys want to watch all those, they're all there. So
Yeah, no crap. No, they're not. No, they're not. They took them all off recently.
Well, how recent? Because I started watching Godfather, I think 2 weeks ago when I started watching it again.
It was August 30th that they took them all
That's so
off.
fucking lame.
Because I went to watch them
After watching The Offer.
The Offer, yeah, and then they were all gone.
Oh.
I got to watch the first one. I didn't get to watch the second one. I don't know why companies have been doing this recently, but whatever. All right. Also in this movie,
I want to mention Maya Hawke is actually the daughter of Ethan Hawke. So
not if you go to her Twitter.
I went to her Wikipedia.
Go to her Twitter and look what it says. It says daughter of Tony Hawk.
Well, that's not even how Tony Hawk's last name is spelled. There's no E at the end of it.
Hey man, why would she lie to us? Why would she lie?
Because she's a funny person. Who else in this movie?
Austin Abrams.
Kat, I liked you since I sat down next to you. You know, and I know that you think there's zero chance that we're going to be together forever. And I don't know, I guess we're both juniors, so you're probably right about that. You know, is one of us going to get hurt? Yeah, probably. But I'll do my best to make sure that it's me.
That's from Euphoria. Because you can't escape.
Oh, yeah. Euphoria. One of the best shows ever.
This movie's kind of like Euphoria. Kind of. We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about that in a moment. And also making kind of cameo in the movie, Sophia Turner.
You are the son of the last true warden of the North. Northern families are loyal. They'll fight for you if you ask. A monster has taken our home and our brother. We have to go back to Winterfell and save them both.
Yeah, that's from Game of Thrones, if you guys are fucking living under a rock.
Yeah.
Well, when I went to her Twitter, I'm not seeing anything about her being the daughter of Tony Hawk.
It's an Instagram, my bad.
Okay, I'll do Instagram, but...
Literally, I know this because it's literally been on every fucking video. I've seen her on Kimmel. I've seen her on freaking Tonight Show. I've seen her do the lie thing with Mendes. I've seen her do the... Believe me, it's on there. It's a one of her
But she's the daughter. She's the daughter of Ethan Hawke, dude. Like that's.
I know who she's the daughter of, but she says she's the daughter of Tony Hawk, not Ethan Hawke. I have to go with her. She knows who her daddy is.
Yeah, and Ethan Hawke, it just says right here, like, okay, fine. She says she's Tony Hawk's daughter. She's fucking with us all.
But anyway, so the movie that we're talking about, right? The first movie we'll talk about is Do Revenge. It's a Netflix movie.
Mm-hmm.
We'll give you some heads up on that movie here in a little bit.
Yeah,
and then. The movie, I was very happy. I didn't even know that they filmed this already. Yeah. I knew it was happening because back in the day, I'm a huge Fletch fan. I really think it's the only thing Chevy Chase, besides Three Amigos, he ever did that was worth any crap.
Well, Fletch lives.
I mean, National Lampoon, Christmas Vacation, but that wasn't him. It was everybody else.
Well, Fletch Lives. Do you like Fletch Lives, the sequel?
Oh, there's Fletch. Oh, and then there's Fletch Lives.
Do you like Fletch Lives? I heard it's not near as good as the first one.
It is what it is. But then the big movie of the week, yes, Confess Fletch. Yes, one of the biggest book series of all time, over 14 books written from 1974 into 1988. Well, I guess there was 2 more books in the 1990s, The Son of Fletch. But starring the one, the only, the man, so sexy they named him after a big ass of a pig, Jon Hamm.
Advertising is based on one thing: happiness. And you know what happiness is? Happiness is the smell of a new car. It's freedom from fear. It's a billboard on the side of the road that screams with reassurance that whatever you're doing, it's okay. You are okay.
From Mad Men. I think first season. I was watching the clip. I'm like, he's so young in it. So young and still just as handsome.
I'm just now watching that for the first time.
Are you fucking shitting me?
Yeah, I mean, the show's slow as shit, dude.
Are you kidding me?
I mean, it's great to sit here and be sick and passed out to it.
Dude, Mad Men's amazing. All of it.
I'm trying to figure out what's amazing about it. Because I'm in episode 6 now. And the first episode of Mad Men was good because it had that twist at the end of the episode, you know? But then they don't do that the rest of the show. The rest of the show, it's just like, oh, here's some more information about all these assholes. Like,
I feel like you're fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you. I'm not. Me and my wife have this argument all the time. Because, like, I don't get it. Because there's not a character on there that I like. They're all assholes.
We're about to talk about characters.
They're all chauvinist pigs.
Dude, we're about to talk about characters no one likes.
Like, they are just the worst human beings.
Yeah.
Every person on Mad Men.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then why would I want to watch it? Who do I root for? Where's the good guy?
You don't need a good guy in Mad Men.
Well, okay. Well, whatever. And then also in this movie, Marcia Gay Harden.
We are painters, Jackson. We don't have any money. We don't get by. We struggle. But you are a great artist. I believe in Jackson Pollock. And there's you, and there's the painting, and you need. and I don't want to be anywhere else. I don't want to be with anyone else. But that's all I can handle.
That's from Pollock.
Her Oscar-winning performance in Pollock. So for supporting actress.
Yeah.
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 And then who else is in this movie? Oh yeah. Mr. Kyle MacLachlan.
McLaughlin.
That's what I said.
Entering the town of Twin Peaks. It's 5 miles south of the Canadian border, 12 miles west of the state line. I've never seen so many trees in my life. As W.C. Fields would say, I'd rather be here than Philadelphia. 54 degrees on a slightly overcast day. Weatherman said rain. You could get paid that kind of money for being wrong 60% of the time and be working. The mileage is 79,345. Gauge is on reserve. Riding on fumes here. I got to tank up when I get into town. Remind me to tell you how much that is. Lunch was $6.31 at the Lamplighter Inn. That's on Highway 2 near Lewis Fork. That was tuna fish sandwich on whole wheat, slice of cherry pie, and a cup of coffee. Damn good food. Diane, if you ever get up this way, that cherry pie is worth a stop.
That's from Twin Peaks. First episode, I think, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Greatest show that ever existed on man. Period.
David Lynch.
I know. I forgot somebody, didn't I?
Yeah, Lorenzo Izzo. Lorenzo Izzo is also in this movie.
Yes.
You don't have to. The jury will. Statutory rape, Evan. 20 years behind bars. And that's just for one of us.
And I'm not planning on taking a shower. I have evidence.
Really? So how could you be a flight attendant if you're only 15? What the fuck? What?
We saw that in a movie, Evan. I told you he'd believe it. Do you want to check my ID? She doesn't have one. She's too young.
Ooh, yeah, she was that's knock knock. Yeah. I do wish that Keanu Reeves is amazing. I love him, but I do wish he was a better actor in that scene. How can you be
that movie is kind of weird. That movie was just kind of weird. I watched it and I was just like, man, I feel bad for him. At the same time, he did just fuck two 15-year-olds.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say to you, bro.
Yeah. All right, you can find us on moviesonsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesonsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at Movies Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. You can send us an email, moviesonsuckpodcast@gmail.com or info@moviesonsuck.net. We're also, we have shirts at Bonfire. Bonfire comments, which movies don't suck and something to do. We also, patreon.com/movies don't suck. And we're on all stream platforms. So where you find podcasts from movies don't suck and something to do.
And if you have a small business, we'd like to help advertise your small business, just like this small business that I'm going to advertise now. Now, this small business actually has two locations. One being in the greatest city in Missouri, Kansas City. Mm-hmm. And then one in that ugly state, Kansas, that nobody really wants to talk about.
That's probably true.
But, yes, that's right. The place we're talking about is one place that Chris finally realized is a great place. And me, I used to frequent this place so much that the cooks there would put extra wings in my basket when I ordered wings. And this is Grinders. Grinders in downtown Kansas City. It's located, where's it located? 417 East 18th Street, Kansas City, Missouri. So what? I live 15 blocks away from this location. Now, Grinders has been on Guy Fieri's Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. Mm-hmm. And I know that because on this particular episode right here, where Guy Fieri's talking to Sketch, that's Sketch, the owner, really cool dude if you ever get a chance to talk to him. I was sitting at the counter. There was no pictures of it or anything like that, but here's the counter that they were behind, and I was sitting at that counter talking. Now, the wings there are ridiculously awesome. The food there is ridiculously awesome. But you know what's one of the best things about Grinders? Oh, yeah, it is the big, huge music live venue that's behind me.
Yeah. So I saw the National just recently.
Look at this.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Oh, my gosh. Now, who did you see there recently?
The National.
Yeah. And I've seen I've seen Power Man 5000. I've seen Saliva. I've seen George Clinton and the Parliament Funk. I saw I'm trying to think of everybody I've seen there. I think I saw Sublime with Rome there.
Yeah, I saw the National. I've seen Father John Misty. I've seen Wilco there. And I think that's all I've seen at KC at Crossroads, what it used to be called. Now it's called KC at Grinders. So
yeah, if you're in Kansas City, guys, even if you're there just for a night and you're like, what place do I go to hang to just have some drinks downtown? Literally, there's going to be a band there more than likely. There's going to be good food there, and if not, there's a whole area around them with breweries and different restaurants.
Guar played it just recently, like a couple of days ago.
Yes, I know, which I couldn't go to on Monday, and we'll talk about that here in a second. And literally, it is one of my favorite places to go. So you can find them. They have Grinders KC event venue on Facebook, or you can go to grinderspizza.com. And dude, seriously, they got hot sauces. We have some of their hot sauces still here that we use that literally will burn your throat till you die. And Stretch is like literally the coolest guy in the world. Like this guy, he actually runs the Guy Fieri taco joint too.
Oh yeah,
that was in the Power Line. I don't know if it's still there because I haven't been in the Power Line forever. But anyway, go to KC, go to Grinders, grinderspizza.com. Telling you, if you're in KC, it's one of the best places to go. Now Guar and how I missed them. Why did I miss Guar, Chris?
You have COVID.
I got COVID. I went out on my birthday and I celebrated like a champ. We went all day Saturday. We went to we played putt-putt in the morning.
Yeah, so that was fun.
We went to brunch, had a beautiful brunch. It's me, my wife, and my mother-in-law. Beautiful time having a brunch. Then we went home, kind of took like a little nap. Then we turned around and went out to one of my favorite locations, Hunt's Club. We went out there, had a great time, great activities. Watched a band, and then everybody started knocking off, and I was like, no, guys, you don't understand. On the night before my birthday, if that's the night I'm partying, I party till it's my actual birthday. So what does that mean to you, Chris?
You stay up till midnight.
No.
Wait. Okay, so what does it mean? Party till your birthday?
I stay up to the time I was birthed.
Which was what?
4:21 a.m.
So you party till 4:21 a.m.?
Yes. And me and a guy named Seth, great guy, awesome dude. You'll meet him when he come down. Literally, we hung out at his loft that looks over all the downtown Tulsa. Sat there, drank beer, smoking cigarettes, and just having a good time. And I came home. I guess at 8 a.m. I woke back up and I like vomited everywhere. I don't remember that. I just remember going to the shower.
Sure.
But then after that, I know my throat was sore. I thought it was just because I, puked.
Vomited.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, like symptoms started going. I was like, oh, and I got COVID test at my house.
Yeah.
So I took one and I was like, I'm fucking positive for COVID.
So Neil's stuck at the house for a week and a half now, or a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, until I go negative.
Yeah.
I mean, so I missed Guar.
You did miss Guar
on Monday.
Sorry, pal.
Tonight, my friends that I met last time they were here, North by North, are playing at the Whittier Bar, just down the road, literally just down the road from my house. I could walk there and be there in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And these people are so awesome. They're from Chicago. We got along so well last time I hung out with them. And they're like so excited that we were going to come to the show tonight. And they messaged me even earlier today. And they're like, can't wait to see you. And I was like, I forgot to tell you, I got the COVID.
Does your wife have the COVID?
No, she must not, because she went to her mom's to get the test and she was going to go hang out with her mom, but she's only going to hang out with the mom if she passed a test.
Okay.
Because we don't want to get anybody sick.
Yeah. Did you tell people you were hanging out with that night that you have?
Oh yeah, dude. I've told everybody.
Okay, cool.
I'm not an ass. I'm not an ass.
Okay.
I made it very clear to everybody. Hey guys, I got the vid. I'm sorry if you got it, but the thing is, no, I am the only person. The birthday boy out of the 15 people that I was hanging out with that night was the only person that got the COVID.
See, the problem is though, is when you gave me herpes, you didn't tell me till afterwards.
Well, I mean, you said you wanted a night of fun and fun and mystery. I gave you a mystery. I mean, you didn't know what bumps were growing on your penis until the next day.
Speaking of herpes, let's talk Do Revenge.
Do Revenge!
Directed by Jennifer Caitlin Robinson. She's directed things. She wrote Thor: Love and Thunder. This is she co-wrote Thor: Love and Thunder. She didn't write the whole thing. Who does that? But this is her third directorial job. This also, and it's also written by her and Celeste Ballard. This stars Camila Mendes as Drea.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Maya Hawke, Tony Hawk and Ethan Hawke's daughter, as Eleanor.
I'm hopeless.
We both are.
If only we could just, combine.
Also, this stars Austin Abrams as Max.
Kat, I liked you since I sat down next to you.
Also, Rishaw as Russ, Talia Ryder. This also stars Alicia Post. But Sophie Turner plays Erica.
You are the son of the last true warden of the North.
Also, I don't think this is not like a secret, but Sarah Michelle Gellar's in this movie too, as the principal. How you there, dude? Hello.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, I thought you'd go ahead and tell me. So are you ready for the?
Yeah, Sarah Michelle Gellar. This is actually her second movie now that we've reviewed with her in it for the last 2 weeks.
What was she in?
And it's her she was in Clerks 3.
Oh yeah, she wasn't for like a second. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, she literally now it's her return to movies, man.
Okay, for those really bit parts. Why don't you go ahead?
Oh shoot! Yeah. First, we got it. If we're going back to school, man, we got to be at school. Let's go back to the school. Yeah. All right.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right.
Read this core storyline for this one, pal.
All right. Dre is at the peak of her high school powers when her entire life goes up in flames after her sex tape gets leaked to the whole school, seemingly by her boyfriend and king of the school, Max. Eleanor is an awkward new transfer student who's angered to find out that she now has to go to school with her old bully, Carissa, who started a nasty rumor about her in summer camp when they were 13. After Clandestine. Yeah, wow.
Clandestine.
Yeah, that's a good, man. I haven't heard that word before. Clandestine run-in at tennis camp. Dre and Eleanor form an unlikely and secret friendship to get revenge on each other's tormentors.
So, this movie, it exists in the land of Euphoria, as in these places don't exist. Like these people, these parties that are thrown for. Essentially children.
This is John Hughes, man.
It's not John. This is way different than John Hughes.
This is so John Hughes, man.
Right.
This is the return to the teeny bopper days of where teenagers are played by 30-year-olds.
We'll get to that. But Euphoria mixed with John Hughes mixed with Cruel Intentions. Right?
Yeah, this is the new breed, man. Because this movie literally took something from every one of the famous teen movies that we all love, the teen revenge movies, as you can say.
But it's not Revenge of the Nerds.
They took things from Heathers. They took things from Mean Girls, John Tucker Must Die, 10 Things I Hate About You, Clueless, Cruel Intentions. Like, this is literally... Yeah, like literally there's something in here.
Here's the difference with those movies and this one. I think everyone in this movie is a fucking horrible person. Everyone.
I know, just like Mad Men. Everybody in it is a completely horrible person.
Well, we're not talking about Mad Men right now. We're talking about Do Revenge. That's not to say I didn't like this movie. I was okay with it, but like, and it had like a few good twists at the end, sort of like an Ocean's 11 type sort of thing going on. But I don't think like these people. This exists in a world that's not reality. No places have places like this. Also, what's mentioned, the sex tape. Camila Mendes is supposed to be 17, and there's no kiddie porn charges being popped up in here. This is a land without law, without anything. This is a land that exists somewhere else.
But but this is a rich school.
Yeah, but
they said you have to have, the only reason that what's her name could get in
Drea.
was because she had Drea, because she had good grades. She got a scholarship to go to this high school.
Yeah, but but again, I just,
this is a private school, dude.
Yeah, I know it's a private school, but do you think?
Have you ever gone to a private school?
No, I've never gone to a private school.
Oh my gosh! Oh, dude, it's a whole different world.
Okay.
It's like going to college. It's like going to college in the military.
Have you gone to private school?
Yes, I've been to 2 of them.
Okay, how many of them?
I visited.
Okay. Well, okay, so I just do think that the land outside of school doesn't exist in real world, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure there's 16-year-olds snorting coke out of strippers' asses at every high school party.
You never seen that as in high school?
Not in high school. Not with the stripper there.
Are you serious?
I'm positive. Yeah, I'm sure.
You had a different high school life than I did, bro.
Anyway, are you saying that these target parties are what you've attended as a
like? No, I mean, by any means did I have money for LED lights and craziness like that? No, but we did hard drugs, blew things up.
That's
like,
fine.
But
that sounds like a normal Indiana night though.
Dude. I remember we did a line of coke. We put it on a girl's ass, and it was in the shape of the state of Indiana. And like we all took turns.
Oh my god!
And I was like, I don't know, 15, 16.
All right, that's. I mean, I'm sure that sounds like the lamest shit in the planet. But
no, it wasn't lame because then after what you did, with after you, anyway.
All right, this movie.
You ever had like crazy gangbangs in fucking high school?
No, man. I don't know anyone who
like
has.
Where you just be like sitting around and you just be like, we're all bored. And back then we didn't have the internet really, and we didn't have anything else to do, so we just all like start fucking.
Sounds like a blast, dude.
Really?
No, I didn't.
No wonder. And you. This is why Texas is so like out there, man. They didn't have these kind of parties there.
No, man, they didn't. I mean, at least I wasn't there for them.
We watched a movie where they literally had those kind of parties.
This is a fucking movie, though, man. Like
not this movie, the other movie. What we watched just a couple of weeks ago, where they're like doing weird gangbangs in the middle of the desert. Vengeance.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I didn't. I don't remember gangbangs in that movie.
Yeah, they had like a tent with like the drugs.
Oh yeah, the
and
fuck tent.
People,
yeah.
And people were fucking everywhere. Yeah. But anyway, whatever.
Both fucking movies. Not
you guys were twins. How were you not the popular people, man?
We were the popular people. I just.
What the fuck? You weren't with the right popular people. But anyway, let's continue.
All right, okay, whatever. Yeah. Do Revenge. Man, what were your thoughts on this movie?
Man, yeah, Maya Hawke, Tony Hawk's daughter, and Camila, Dre and Eleanor played off of each other great. Dre already. Now, I wasn't a fan. I didn't ever get a chance, I should say, to watch Riverdale. But now that I got to watch a bunch of clips of her as Veronica on Riverdale, oh my God, I kind of want to go back and watch Riverdale now. I can see why she was one of the key stars of that show. These two played off of each other perfect, and everybody did their part just fine. This is a movie that will be watched for this generation for the next, in 20 years, like how we show people Breakfast Club. That's what this movie is. This movie is today's teens getting messed up, having their crazy attitude party. Because, come on, there's, just like Pretty in Pink or 16 Candles. You know, no fappy Middle Western girl lives in a house that is 3 stories tall that has like 10 people living in it or all visiting at the same time, you know? And so like this was a really good movie. The drama was there, the story was there, and also they trick you several times in this movie. They give you false hope or false like idea of where it's going. They foreshadow stuff that doesn't play out. It goes a completely different way. And I completely loved it about this movie.
So I'm still trying to grapple with how I feel about this movie because now I have no problem when we have characters I don't like, but I can't stand who am I gonna root for in this? Like we talked about this. I guess I don't root for anyone because me, most of the people in this movie are vapid pieces of shit. like if I had to feel for anyone, it'd be Eleanor. I don't feel anything for Drea at all. It's just.
Yeah, but just like a John Hughes movie, none of them you rooted for. All of them are pieces of shit. Yeah. Breakfast Club, not one person to root for. Name one person in Breakfast Club you could root for.
I guess they're all kind of shitty people, right?
They were all shitty people. like seriously, it's just literally I hope this brings back, you know,
I don't think it's gonna be watched in 20 years. Now that's something to say. I'm not gonna. I'm definitely gonna watch Jennifer Caitlin Robinson's next movie. But again, I thought this was almost good. Not, but
I thought this was great. I think this is if Netflix didn't exist, this is a DVD buy. It'd be on the shelf right next to Pretty in Pink, right next to Breakfast Club, right next to, you know, Superbad, right next to all those other high school movies, Clueless, you know, like I feel like it's one of those movies that literally you could watch it at any time, have a couple buddies over, have some friends over, be stoned and watch and laugh your ass off.
Okay. I mean, the ending though, the very ending was so fucking predictable. I called it. Like I knew what was happening at the very end. Like the ending, I'm like, okay, yeah, I know what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure you did too. I'm sure you knew that.
I did too, but I mean, that's fine with these kind of movies. It's kind of what you want.
Yeah, and I didn't hate it. Okay, like didn't hate it, and the parts of it I liked, but like again, we could talk about how the actors are probably close to 30, every single one of them. You know?
I don't know exactly all their ages, but I know they're like in their teen. They're their 20s.
Camila's 28, and I don't know how Astro Neighbors is, but they're. I mean, they're all younger than me, obviously, because I'm some old fucker. But like, yeah, they're all in their mid to late 20s, all of them. So, you know, it's
insane. I like the jokes. I thought they were funny. I just realized I don't have my notebook, so it's all the way in the living room.
Okay,
it's so far away, so many feet. I'll
give my note. Give my quick.
Here's a thought for you. Here's a thought on you.
I'll chew on it.
All right, you ready?
Mm-hmm.
How many high school movies have people drugged other people in?
All right, so Neil's asking me again how many people have been drugged in high school movies, and I couldn't tell you. I'm sure Neil has a list of them, but it's for me. Oh, okay. So Neil, I don't want to give anything away in the movie, but there's something like that happens in this movie. And I can't. I don't know, man. Like, yeah, you have to tell me how many high school people are drugged in movies. Dosed, I guess. Oh, I can think of one right now. Detroit Rock City is one of them. Right?
There you go.
That's
there
one.
You go.
Okay.
Detroit Rock City.
Okay.
Because there's always seems like there's a scene in movies where like someone gets too wasted. I mean, like you can even go to the college films like, you know, Animal House and stuff like that, where it's like where people get for the comedy factor, not the hey, we're gonna ass rape these people, you know.
Neil needs to let you know it's not date rape movies. I'm sure they exist, but Neil's trying to get so besides Detroit Rock City, what else can you think of besides Animal House and Detroit Rock City?
Man, I don't know, but I'm just like I know there are several.
It's a common trope for sure. For example, I mean, even happened in not a high school movie, getting to the Greek team. Remember that? The fuzzy wall? Or the fuzzy wall?
Yes. Yeah, get him to the Greek.
Yeah. All right, man. But this movie, it's a high school movie. It's got twists and turns. The actors are fine, but it didn't quite hit the mark for me.
Oh, well, I mean, I get it. You'd rather see about a woman in her teens getting tortured and hate everybody than rather a movie about a teen about finding love and existence in a good world. I get it, man.
Neil's putting words in my mouth, things I never said.
I'm not. No. This is no.
I was
one of your favorite movies of all time is about a girl being angst in her senior year of high school, and that how much she hates everything all the time. But then when something funny and comedic comes along, you're just like, I can't stand that.
What's my favorite movie?
Lady Bird.
Dude, you guys could. I swear to God, I think people would come to the show and really think that I love Lady Bird. I thought it was a good movie. I just Neil's over here talking about like it's my favorite movie, but not by a long shot. It's in my favorite movie. We wouldn't even be my top 100. But like calling this fun, I don't know if I call this fun.
This is your favorite movie. You know it. Anyway, let's give some quotes and then we'll give our ratings since you don't seem to like things that make people laugh and happy and feel good. You know how you know you made it is when you get at the top and someone wants to try to destroy you. Why is your first instinct always to set things on fire? The only way to get ahead is to be smarter. It was a classic Icarus story. I flew too close to the sun, so my boyfriend leaked my sex tape. Your pet lizard is not considered a friend. My therapist says hurt people hurt people. I don't know that's true with teens. I don't even do cocaine. I don't even know what it looks like. You look like you need a grilled cheese. I'm sorry, Schoolhouse Rock. Are you dragging down my sentences? I'm Frankenstein and you're Frankenstein's bad bitch. Narcissists are too busy thinking about themselves to realize that they're being played. My ex-girlfriend is mad. I hooked up with my ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You stalking me? Yes. And later, I will murder you.
Okay.
Our chemistry was incredible. Thank God I was sitting on a towel. Get it?
Yeah, I get it.
She was okay. We're casting spells. We're casting spells tonight, bitches. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. See, they even got craft in there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad they gave me. Okay, fine.
What?
I'm glad they got me thinking about a 17-year-old fucking being so wet.
She's 18, dude. Come to an administration parties and show everyone what a bad bitch looks like. It's a story I told myself to make myself feel better because I was a toxic bitch. Fuck figuring out who you're supposed to be. Fuck figuring out who you're supposed to be. Stay lost forever. There you go.
All right, so my score on this one is a 3.3. Like again, like the parts of it that didn't work for me. I'm definitely is a director to watch for sure. Because she wrote and directed it. I'm really excited to see what does next, but this didn't do it for me. The actors are fine, but they're all about good 8 years older than they should be. I thought it was who am I supposed to fucking root for here, or feel something for, and I couldn't do it. And I thought that some of the dialogue was pretty questionable in that aspect. But that being said, it's not a horrible thing. There are worse ways to spend your time, but it's a 3.3 for me.
This is a 3.8. I love this movie, man. I thought it was good. I thought it was great. It's not the thing that's going to change the world, but it's obvious that this is the same writer from Thor, and it's obvious it's the same writer from, you know, Wreck and Above the Average Presence. Like, it is like, you can tell this is a comedic genius of this decade. And
hold on. You can't say it was okay in the other way. And this is a comedic genius of the decade. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Yes, Chris, I'm sick. What the fuck?
I can still criticize you when you're sick.
Do you want me to get you a thermometer and me show you that I'm 101 in temperature right now?
I'm not saying like that.
I literally had to take a shower for an hour to make sure I'm awake enough. I am drinking liquid energy to make sure I can stay awake just to talk to you. Yes, I'm out of my fucking mind right now, Chris. Anyway, I love the writing in this movie. I liked the interactions with everybody. I like the awkwardness of it. I love how it all comes full sail. It was one of those movies. It's definitely one of those that you would put on the mantle with your Cruel Intentions, your Clueless, what other movie that's a high school movie about high schoolers that hang out all the time and do weird shit.
American Pie.
Deep Throat. American Pie, Deep Throat, yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah, Deep Throat. So I'm on RottenTomatoes.com right now. What is the audience score for Do Revenge?
Audience score is going to be 87%.
82%. Pretty close.
Yeah.
Now, what is the critic score for this movie?
69.
85.
Oh, wow.
And then went higher.
I just usually, critics usually don't get good movies like this. What was their consensus?
Do Revenge could have used a bit more bite, but Maya Hawke and Camila Mendes make this a sweet dish best served to viewers who understand that high school can be hell. Yeah. I mean, the high school, not like this one, but yeah, it can be hell, for sure. So that's Do Revenge, man. Again, not my favorite movie of the year. I had a hard time feeling anything, but it was an interesting watch. I'll definitely give that.
I know you really wanted to watch it. You made sure to watch this movie, and I was like, yes, of course, dude.
Okay, all right. Well, that's what we're watching. We watched with me. She also
isn't this the movie that you wanted to watch?
I don't know. I don't know.
I know what movies we wanted to watch.
Yeah.
Believe me, I want to watch Pearl and I wanted to watch Barbarian. Those are two movies that we're going to be trying to watch as soon as we can. As soon as I'm allowed in the theater, guys, but I'm not going to go out there and kill people.
That's fair. But
because COVID's still a thing. COVID's still a thing, guys.
It's not over yet. No, I'm going to guess it's going to be like the flu. People are going to get it, and then they're going to be, it's now part of the cultural landscape of the oeuvre of illnesses you can get seasonally or every year, all the time. Are you ready for the do news? You get news picked up?
Are we doing news today? I thought we were doing 3 movies.
Well, okay, what's the third movie we're doing then?
We were doing that. I don't know. I was just kidding. Yeah, let's do the news. News. I'm going to read stuff. Chris is going to like it or he's going to die. It matters which way it goes. We don't know. Yay! Yay!
Neil's out of it, guys.
Oh, Chris.
Yes, sir.
Chris.
Yes, sir. What's up?
Your favorite dual movies are about to be a trilogy.
Okay, what is the third?
That's right. Yes. Coming to theaters in 2023, it's going to be Magic Mike's Last Dance. Oh, we are totally going to freaking review this. So then you have to watch all of them.
Yeah, I've not seen even. I just know Steven Soderbergh, I think, directed the first one, which is something that I feel like I should have seen if Soderbergh directed it, but I haven't.
To be honest, yeah, they got the sexy man dance scenes and stuff like that. But it's actually really funny.
I heard it's really funny. I've
seen them.
I heard it's not bad.
Yeah. So Magic Mike Last Dance coming to the theaters. No longer going to go to HBO Max. It's going to go to the theaters, set for 2023 release.
God damn it. God damn it, you guys fighting COVID, doing a good job, so we got to go to the theaters now.
All right, here it is. I've been trying to tell you this I think I tried to tell you this on the last episode since we reviewed Clerks 3.
Mm-hmm.
And here it is. Here's the story. Kevin Smith tells us Harvey Weinstein is holding Dogma hostage. Now, I'll give you the gist of it. I'm not even going to read it because I read this article like 3 times to make sure what it is. All right. So what it was they lost the rights. The rights went to the Weinstein Company and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so a couple of years ago, Kevin Smith gets a phone call when he's like, okay, I'm going to try to get the rights back to Dogma.
Sure.
So I can have it in my collection. And Weinstein calls him and he's like, yeah, dude, we're actually thinking about doing like a series on Dogma and stuff like that. And they're like, oh, really cool. What do you want to do on Dogma, the series? And they're like, you know, do something cool, blah, blah, blah. And, well, 3 days later is when Harvey Weinstein got busted or whatever, arrested for all the misconduct stuff he did. So then Kevin Smith figured it out that he was actually calling him to see if he was one of the whistleblowers. And because he never knew about any of this rape shit whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or any sexual allegations or whatever, misconduct or whatever. And then so he calls him back, and now because Harvey Weinstein's in that whole thing, he will not sell Dogma back to him for no less than $5 million.
Well, I mean, it's a really good movie. I like Dogma quite a bit.
It's a good movie, but it would take years to make that money back.
Well, I imagine that he's selling off a lot of stuff come when he gets put in prison. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
we don't know how that's going to go.
You can buy Dogma for $20.50 on Amazon. For the DVD, that is.
I know, but I mean, he wants that so he can stream it. So, you know, he can be in the streaming world with his other movies.
Yeah.
It is part of the New Jersey trilogy, you know? All right. Coming back to play his role as one of the biggest DC superheroes, the one, the only, Keanu Reeves is stepping back into the comic book world and is making a sequel to Constantine.
I really liked the first Constantine, man. I really liked it. I don't know why people shit on it. Why do people shit on Constantine? Do you know why?
Because he doesn't look anything like Constantine.
Do you like the movie Constantine? You like that movie?
Yeah, I like the movie Constantine. My problem is Matt Ryan, who played Constantine on the TV show and all the TV shows on the CW and all that
Better
stuff.
Constantine?
Better Constantine. Better Constantine. Because one, he's English, which Constantine is.
Instead of Keanu Reeves.
He's like, hey, what's up, my love? Well, that demon there is a bloody fucking hella. I'll knock them right in the fucking knickers and get them that fucking later.
Here's the deal. They could have done. They know that fucking Keanu Reeves can't do an English accent because of Dracula, so they just got.
I know.
But I mean, I like Constantine.
Also, Constantine has blonde hair. He doesn't wear a black trench coat. He wears a tan trench coat. Doesn't wear a black tie. Wears a red tie. Like there's a different look to the character altogether.
Okay.
And that's why people are upset with it.
But
I don't care. It's Keanu fucking Reeves. He did a good job. His representation. Just like, hey, look, Michael Keaton didn't do a perfect Batman, but he was still a good fucking Batman.
Okay.
You know. Heath Ledger, he wasn't a perfect fucking knight in Knight's Tale, but he tried.
I thought you were going somewhere else with that. Good job.
I know exactly.
A little misdirection. Good misdirection.
That's why I did it. Anyway, all right. Stephen King's book Fairy Tale already getting adapted into a movie.
I feel like what's going to happen is that he say, I'm writing this, so like we're buying rights for. He's like, haven't written yet, like don't care. I feel that's what's happening with everything that Stephen King writes. They just adapt it immediately. Man,
I just want them to hit the mark. I just want the movie to be good and not
They have a few who have hit
sometimes
the
when
mark.
they adapt Stephen King, they F it up so much.
Dr. Sleep was really good, though. I mean, we can talk about that. That's a pretty good adaptation of Stephen King movie.
But it didn't make enough money to get a prequel. Originally, they're going to make a prequel called The Overlook.
Oh, yeah.
And it was about the hotel, about everything that happened that leads up to The Shining. And Dr. Sleep, and it was going to be a trilogy. And it didn't make enough money for them to get it.
At least chapter 1 of it is good.
Sucks.
Chapter 1's pretty good of it, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
I like them. I
thought
like
you
Dr.
said chapter
Sleep.
2. I thought you didn't like it part chapter 2.
Oh, no, I didn't like it. Part 2. No.
Okay.
Descendants, your favorite new show where you didn't have any idea where the fuck that ever came from. I used a clip for one of the guys.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
and you're like, where the fuck did you get that? And
Yeah.
it's like, that's from Descendants. Descendants 4 is officially announced. Yeah, woo woo.
So
I know you're happy about that.
My
'cause I'm gonna make
my
you
favorite
watch it.
Descendants is the band The Descendants. So while we was college,
Alan Arkin, Kathy Bates, Tanya Taylor are joining Cassie. Are joining Cassie.
You can't speak, man.
Are joining Casey Affleck
Uh-huh.
in a heist thriller called The Smack. Also with Marissa Tomei, Elizabeth May. So I mean,
I haven't seen Casey Affleck in a long time, but
yeah, I
are
mean,
you
well, they
back?
made money in the pandemic, dude. When it's pandemic, why the fuck couldn't it work? It centers on a con man. The movie will center on a con man played by Casey Affleck, who has hit rock bottom when he hits an upstart hustler to be played by Taylor. After a tip from a wise con, Alan Arkin, the two of the helm head to LA to pull off the biggest scam of their lives. But they learn that they aren't the only ones looking for the money, with a list of other scammers going trying to get it as well. As the con unfolds, the man cannot figure out if he and the woman are actually falling in love or being set up for the ultimate grift.
Okay,
I'm down.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm all
And you
about
got
it.
Kathy Bates, Alan Arkin, Marissa Tomei, I'm down.
Yeah.
You can say two of those names. I'm in it. You
Okay,
know,
let me. Okay, Alan Arkin, Kathy Bates.
if you say Kathy Bates, I'm in every time. Kathy Bates, I'm in any time.
Okay, fair enough.
I love Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Nicholas Galzine is going to act alongside Anna Hathaway in a Prime Video romance film. He's known for The Big Slip, Wet American Hot Dream. And everybody knows who Anne Hathaway is.
Yeah, Anne Hathaway.
Right?
Yeah, I know who Anne Hathaway is.
It's called The Idea of You, which tells the story of Sophia Hathaway, a 40-year-old divorced mother. Sophia's husband, Dan, ended the relationship to be with younger women, and now he's canceled plans to take their 15-year-old daughter to Coachella, one of the largest concerts or events of the year. Sophia, fed up with Dan's negligence, decides to take Dan's place and chaperone her daughter during the fest. Sophia meets Hayes Campbell, the 24-year-old lead singer of the world's most popular boy band.
What's the name of this movie again?
This movie is called The Idea of Love. The Idea of You. The Idea of You.
Okay.
And I can't wait for it. I want to see that just because of that premise alone just makes me go, yeah. Someone's trying.
She didn't get her shit going. All right. Are you all right, man?
Yeah, somebody just messaged me asking me how I'm doing because they just found out that I have the vid. Kelly Marie Tran to star as activist Amanda Wynn in the powerful new film based on actual events.
What's it called?
Right?
Okay.
Let's see if I got a name for it. I read all these articles before.
Yeah,
I literally all the
believe you.
articles.
I believe you.
I just so I can come back to them. But Kelly Cinema Pictures, powerful film starring Tran as real life activist Amanda Wynn, a founder and CEO of the civil rights organization Rise. In addition to her starring role, Tran is producing the film. Nino Yang Bongbad, Jeff Tyler, and Amanda Wynn produce alongside her. I'm trying to find. I know it said. Over the years, Amanda's activism has changed the lives of billions and continues to make our world safer for sexual assault survivors everywhere. It doesn't say the name anywhere, man.
Okay, that's
It's just, Amanda Wynn, she's the one that got a lot of sex slaves. And if you don't know who Kelly Marie Tran is, she played in the Star Wars movies, the last ones. She was the love interest.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Of Don Bogue. That'll be coming out. Let's see what else we got here.
It's crazy because Amanda Wynn's only
Andrea
like 30,
Barba.
Yeah.
Okay. She's doing what she can do, man. That's the bottom line.
Incredible.
So Cool said so.
Okay.
Candace Cameron is making a holiday Christmas movie called Candy Cane Lane, and co-starring with her will be Andrea Barber. So if you don't know who that is, Candace Cameron is a DJ from Full House, and Andrea Barber is her best friend in the show, Kimmy.
Yeah, Kimmy and DJ.
So they're doing a movie together,
okay,
which is cool because they just did how many seasons of Fuller House together? Like 5.
Was Bob Saget in Fuller House? I didn't watch Fuller House.
Yeah, they did the cameos. There's cameos.
Okay. Rest in peace, Bob Saget.
And then they finished it. The twins never came back though.
Yeah, why would they?
Hey, they're like Brazilians.
Yeah.
All right. I love the fact that this movie exists and that it's happening. The Iron Claw has just signed on. The Iron Claw, which is a wrestling move.
Oh, okay, I thought
it
was the claw that came in the machine and they, whatever.
No.
Okay.
Iron Claw is a wrestling move invented by one of the biggest wrestling families of all time that are from Texas.
The Guerreros?
That is literally the Von Erichs.
Yeah.
Good job. Jeremy Allen White has just signed on as to be one of the Von Erichs.
I said the Guerreros, but the Von Erichs, that's who it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
But no, it's Guerreros of Mexico.
Okay.
And Tijuana. The Guerreros ran out of Tijuana and Mexico City. The Von Erichs ran out of Houston, Austin. Where's the Sportatorium at? I always forget where the Sportatorium is. Where's the Sportatorium, man?
I don't know where the Sportatorium is.
You should know. You're from fucking Texas.
Texas is pretty big, man. I don't know what the Sportatorium is. I've never.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, so now we got Jeremy Allen White in it. You know who Jeremy Allen White is, right?
You have to let me know. I know you're about to let me know, right?
Lip from freaking from Shameless. He just did a show that's getting all kinds of love. The Bear.
Oh, The Bear. Yeah, in The Bear.
Yeah. Jeremy Allen White.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, cool. I fucking love The Bear. You watched it, right?
No, I haven't watched it yet. That's on my list. I got a to-do list of shows I'm going through because I watch shows in the background when I do stuff.
Okay, dude.
And that's going to be on one of them.
You gotta watch it.
Like 5.
It's so good.
I got
it's
like 5 of them right now. But the Von Erich brothers, if you don't know, and of course, maybe I should put this part out there because now you're gonna jizz in your little panties.
The Sportatorium is in Pembroke Pines, Florida. The Hollywood Sportatorium.
No, it's not. That's not the wrong.
Okay.
No, that's not it, bro.
All right.
No, it's in Texas. I know. I'd don't ever say that to me again.
All right, fine. I won't.
Yeah, that's don't insult my intelligence in wrestling.
All right, sorry, pal.
That is.
I just want to help you out.
Really, the Dallas Sportatorium.
Okay, that's
is
something.
in Dallas. So you weren't anywhere near Dallas, so you don't know.
I was 10 minutes outside Dallas when I grew up.
And you don't know about the Dallas Sportatorium?
No. I knew about the Ring Arena and about all
literally, this is where wrestling was created in America. You know that, right?
Well, you ever hear freaking out, dude?
The Freebirds, like Andre the Giant wrestled there 100 billion times, dude.
It was
Undertaker, Kane, all these guys, Stone Cold Steve Austin, all of them came from there.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. Just it was the most.
Anyway, whatever. So far in this movie, The Iron Claw, we got Zac Efron, Jeremy Allen White, Harris Dixon, and this is by A24.
Okay. Yes, this is gonna be awesome.
So, and do you know about the Von Erichs, right? At all?
Yeah, a little bit because you've been screaming about them just now.
Okay, like not one. Oh, there's 5 of Von Erich brothers. There's only one left. The rest are dead. Murdered, killed themselves, OD'd. Like, we're talking some of the most tragic stories ever heard in all of pro wrestling, bro.
That'd be an interesting story.
Not just pro wrestling, but period in life.
Yeah.
Just period in life.
Let's see this.
All right. A new movie coming out based on a popular TV show on Netflix is happening. All right. So there's this TV show that is on Netflix right now, and it's like number one. It like everybody watched it the day that season 5 came out. Everybody ate it up and freaking loved every minute of it. So a movie based off of the Cobra Kai.
Yeah.
So they're gonna do a movie called Karate Kid.
Yeah.
Based off of the Cobra Kai TV series.
That's what they should have done from the very beginning, right? Like they did so they're rebooting the Karate Kid for the 3rd time?
No, they're not rebooting it.
Okay. All right.
It is a Karate Kid movie in the works, courtesy of Sony Pictures. The studio has officially announced the franchise return to the theaters by dating a new installment of the series, simply dubbed Karate Kid, for June 7th, 2024. That's all the information we're getting.
Okay. But it's going to have the Cobra Kai characters in it.
Yeah, it's going to be part of the whole thing, man. Because, Cobra Kai, oh my God, season 5. Guys, if you have not watched Cobra Kai, you just don't know good TV.
Super Johnny.
You just need to give up. Not just Johnny. The last season had Chosen in it, had freaking Silver, had, oh my God. It was so, you know who Chosen is, right?
No.
Chosen's the villain from fucking Karate Kid 2.
Okay, gotcha. Are they going to have a Hilary Swank come back in it?
Already been in it, you jackass. Anyway, Elizabeth Shue has already been back in it. All of them have made returns.
Okay.
You bastard. Anyway, Orlando Bloom joined David Harbour in Sony's Gran Turismo movie. Now there's a bunch of people in that movie. I don't care anymore. You just made me sad. You just made me sad.
Chill out, dude.
I left this awesome story for the last one, and I don't even think I'm going to fucking tell you.
Go ahead and do it now. It's an awesome story. Do it.
Jeff Loveliness is asking fans right now to help him write a movie, and everybody thinks it's the Kang Dynasty, the last Avengers movie, the next Avengers.
Yeah.
So you can go respond, and he's like, "Hey, does anybody know how to write a movie?" And people are already responding back to him. You're gonna respond back to him on his Twitter account, and he is looking for some ideas. Jenny Ortega, who is going to be known as Wednesday Addams till she dies now.
Yeah, she was in X, guys, if you guys want to remember her. She was in X, Jenna Ortega.
Yeah, and she's in Wednesday Addams, which comes out in like a week.
Exciting.
And after that happens, yeah, as soon as that happens, she won't be known as anything else but the girl that played Wednesday Addams.
Is this on Netflix, Wednesday Addams?
Yeah, it'll be on Netflix. Same week that Monsters comes out, which I already have a copy of that.
Have you watched it yet?
No, I watched like a second of it.
Okay, you're scared of it. I know you're scared of it. It's fine.
I'm scared of it.
So, is Wednesday Addams going to be like TV? Is it going to be TVMA, TV 14? You know, like the rating for Wednesday Addams. How dark is it going to get?
The Wednesday Addams one looks awesome. But anyway, Jenny Ortega is now joining Martin Freeman and Miller's Girl. Lionsgate and Point Grey's upcoming movie Miller's Girl will star Jenny Ortega and Martin Freeman in the lead roles. Miller's Girl marks the directorial debut of writer-director Jade Halle Bartlett. Miller's Girl is ranked on the 2016 Blacklist, and Point Grey has been attached to the film feature ever since the movie. I was hoping that would give us part of what the fuck the movie was, and it did not. Dude,
I just realized there's so much stuff out now. How the fuck are we gonna do
There's no way. There's no way, bro.
I mean,
we might have to give up the news segment and do 3 movies.
Weird is out. Weird is out. Fucking Blonde is out. Fucking You said Monsters comes out, all the shit, and Smile comes out, all the shit, dude. How the fuck will you do it all?
All right. I'm going to read this article to you.
Uh-huh.
It's only because I love you.
I love you
and you
too.
can cut this out if you want to, and we can go to the end of the news. But this is just for you because I saw it and I was like, okay, I'll grab that and I'll put that in there. Ty West shares the origins of why he wrote the X trilogy.
Where's this? Where can I find this?
I'll send you the link.
Okay.
In his words, we would never made this movie. It was part of it. It was like, if you go home, this script is nothing. I knew that when we wrote it, talking about when he got greenlit for Pearl, I knew that it was completely a gamble to do this back to back, or it was like a writing exercise, and that all would be because it would make sense. The movie's budget would be enormous to recreate all this stuff. West told Bloody Disgusting in a recent interview. It was a movie that was birthed out of one of the most unique timing scenarios ever. But because of that, I knew that we could, because of all the amortization of everything we had already put together with X, I just knew that there was a way to make a movie that looked a lot bigger than it was, and to give it a scope and an identity that would feel not like a bonus movie, but a second completely different, fully realized stories he added.
Yeah, I don't want to talk to you
And it
more
goes
about
way
Pearl,
into it.
but I can't wait till we talk about Pearl together. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
Oh yeah, it looks like I've seen parts of it because I did try to get it in a certain way so I could watch it.
Yeah.
And man, I can't wait to talk about that.
Yeah.
So I'll send you this information via Facebook. But that's the news. Let's talk about our last movie. That was the movies that don't suck and some of them news. I tell Chris a bunch of stuff. He likes throwing things at me and then stabbing me in the leg. That's why I can only walk with a limp.
All right, let's talk Confess Fletch, directed by Greg Motola. Greg Motola directed things like Superbad, Day Trippers, a bunch of classic comedies. You know, Paul, Adventureland, many episodes of Undeclared, Arrested Development, and now with Confess Fletch. This is written by
Confess Fletch.
Yeah,
woo!
Written by Greg Motola, Zeb Barrow, and based on the books by Gregory MacDonald. This stars the so handsome Jon Hamm.
Advertising is based on one thing: happiness.
Also, this stars Marcia Gay Harden as the Countess.
We are painters, Jackson.
Also, it stars Lorenza Izzo as Angela.
You don't have to.
And then finally Kyle MacLachlan as Horan.
Entering the town of Twin Peaks.
Also, John Slattery, also from Admin's in this, plays Frank.
There's so many different people that are in this movie that just pop up here and there.
Yeah, but
like Roy Wood Jr., who plays Detective Monroe or Slow Mo.
So good, so good. I want you to read the storyline for him. This movie.
After becoming the prime suspect in multiple murders, Fletch strives to prove his innocence while simultaneously searching for his fiance's stolen art collection.
So I can describe this movie in one word: delightful. I fucking love this movie.
Delightful. I like that. One, I'm already a fan of the Chevy Chase Fletches. And years ago, I even heard, actually, it's one of the bits of information I actually have about this movie. Yes, here we go. Boom. There's supposed to be another Fletch movie made years ago.
It was in Development Hell, though, right? It was in that, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it was going to be Jason Lee from My Name is Earl playing it, and Kevin Smith was going to be the director.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. And it was called Fletch 1. Now, Fletch is a series of books, if you guys don't know this, from 1974 into the 1980s, and I think there's two of them in the 1990s. And it is literally... You never know what the hell Fletch is going to do next. Mm-hmm. That is my best way to describe a Fletch movie. Is like, you just never, ever know. Like, how does he get away with the stuff he does?
Yeah.
And as much as I like Jason Lee, don't get me wrong, I like Jason Lee. Jon Hamm was a so much better version.
I can't see him playing. I can't see him playing like he's perfect as Fletch, and it's like to me he's. They couldn't have gotten anyone else. Honestly, I feel like Jon Hamm is perfect. Like I haven't seen the original Fletch. It's been because they came out in the '80s, a fucking long time ago. But it's just so good in this. It's just like it's funny. It's heartfelt. It's got all. It's a delightful movie. You know, like it's just so good.
Yeah. And I just think Jon Hamm really, really got that sarcasticness, that full tomfoolery of what the Fletch character is, because you don't know if Fletch is actually the smartest guy in the room or the dumbest guy in the room. You never know that. And that's what I love about Fletch is like literally you still at the end of the movie, when it's all said and done, you still don't know if he's the smartest man in the room or the dumbest man in the room. But you think he's the smartest man in the room, even though he might not be.
I want to see, a million more movies with Jon Hamm as Fletch. I want to see Fletch, 4, 5, 6. I just want to see Fletch again. And I really hope it does well. I want those movies to come through. So,
you know why?
What?
Because at the end of the movie, they actually set up the next Fletch.
I hope it happens so much. I just want it to happen so bad.
And by any means, hey, make this his series, man. Give Tom Cruise has Mission Impossible. Chris Hemsworth is Thor. Jon Hamm is Fletch. Just make him the new Fletch. Just right now, film all of them.
Yeah,
film all of them.
Yeah, do it, man. Because honestly, I loved this movie, man. It's one of the better. It's one of your funny movies I've seen this year. It's just so good. And Jon Hamm, I like to see him. I just want to see him more, Jon Hamm. Honestly.
Now, here, let's go over some. Okay, so the characters are all nuts.
Yeah, all of them.
And the comedy in this movie. Yeah, you have your jokes. You have your right in your face. You can tell that's supposed to be funny. But then there's so many. I've already watched this movie 3 times, dude.
Yeah, I smiled so much watching this movie.
Yeah, I've watched this 3 times already. I watched it the first time go around, to watch it for the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I was like, "Oh, honey, you need to watch this. This is your humor. You will love this." So then I watch it with my wife, and then she laughed. She loved it. Mm-hmm. And then she passed out and went to sleep. And I just rewatched it again while I was working on stuff for the podcast. And there's things that you catch even the second time, the go around, even the third time go around.
Yeah.
I was catching things. Like there's so many little details in the background of this movie that is so cool. Like, one thing that I caught right away in the first going,
okay,
and then they made a joke about it at some point in the movie, was the fact that he was wearing a Los Angeles Lakers hat the entire movie in Boston. And if you don't know that, Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers is like one of the biggest rivalries in all of sports history. Like, it was just like, oh my God, how is he not getting shot and killed? Like,
I forgot to mention Eugene Merman plays that security guard at the yacht club.
Oh yeah. I'm allergic to all kinds of shellfish and stuff, but I'll come save me some potato salad because that's all I can eat.
Yeah. Man, this movie, I smelled so much, like it won me over almost immediately. It really did. Like when you see, like right from the beginning scene, I was in. Just
now, the only complaint that I really have about this movie,
okay,
is there were no disguises.
Did you want disguises?
Yes, because like let me see if I'll pull one up real quick. In the original Fletch, if you see how he has even on the poster,
yeah,
the way he did it was that, and he came up with the names perfectly fine, easily all the time.
How racist were the characters though?
Oh, that's true. That is a true statement. That is a true statement. I don't know if they would be considered. You're right. You don't know if he can, get away with some of that stuff these days. You're right. But still, it'd been nice to see him throw on a wig once or, do something.
I feel like the producers are trying to make it more understated Fletch, just make like less like, wonky comedy or less like, slapstick, and just have Fletch just be funny, which he was. He was great.
Yeah. And the other thing about this movie was that literally this is the second book in the series too.
I mean, they obviously had to update it because their phones and stuff and throughout this whole thing.
Yeah, so I'm guessing that more of the update, not just the update, but I mean, like there's a part with EDM and light glow sticks that made me laugh so hard.
Yeah.
Then there's a lady like that almost set her house on fire while her dog's pissing on the floor. And like, I mean, there's so many weird, uncomfortable, funny situations that happen in this movie.
Yeah.
And then again, you get to the end and you're like, was Fletch the smartest guy the entire time to just play like he was really dumb?
I guess, man, like it's very fun movie. It's a fun movie. Like the whole time I feel like it's hard for me to like. I think I could recommend this to everyone, honestly.
Yeah, this is just a fun because you got your spy movie, you got a little bit of action in there, not a whole lot. You got love entrance, you got comedy, and then they throw you through so many different fucking loops that you don't know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, it's a whodunit kind of. Yeah, it's a whodunit.
Yeah, because that's what Fletch is.
Yeah.
It's always a whodunit because he's an investigative reporter.
So guys, we saw this at home. It cost us $20 to rent. But if you guys want to go to the theater and see this,
go see the theater right now.
Yeah, you know, go to the theater and go see Confess Fletch. I want everyone to see this so we get more of these because I was delighted by this movie and I want to see I want to see them continue on with this. So yeah,
I want this movie to continue till I die. I want Jon Hamm just to play Fletch. Yeah. Maybe that's the problem with me watching Mad Men right now too, because in Mad Men he's such a piece of shit, and like,
dude, I stick to it till like the third season, and you'll just it's such a good show.
I don't know, I'll get to it, but also I was watching so many videos with Jon Hamm this past week.
He's so fucking funny, dude. He's hilarious.
Well, he was on Howard Stern on Monday.
Okay, I think he's great. It's the person like
oh, dude.
He's hilarious.
So you know how he got famous? You know how he got a job in Hollywood, right?
No,
because he moved in with his friend from Overland Park, Kansas. Because he's from Overland Park, Kansas.
St. Louis.
Nope.
Well, I mean, I listened to a podcast with him on Mark Maron like a good month ago, and it was St. Louis.
Oh, was he from St. Louis?
Yeah, he's from St. Louis.
Okay, so he had a buddy that was from Kansas City that he met in college, and that buddy happened to be Paul Rudd.
Oh, yeah.
And Paul Rudd had an apartment where he moved in with Paul Rudd. Him and Paul Rudd were roommates for like 3 years.
That's so insane. It's like, look at these two insanely good-looking people.
Yeah, I know, right? And Paul Rudd was like, he did Clueless.
Yeah.
And was a DJ at Hollywood events. And that's how they would always go to these big Hollywood events because Paul Rudd was a DJ and stuff like that. And it's just like, he told some great stories, man. And half the time he's like, I don't even know how I get half the gigs I do. He goes, but I went on like 1.5 million. I tried out for so many different things in my life. I couldn't even.
He's just so good.
I know he's so good at what he does. I hate that somebody in life told this man no on not being on no, we don't want you in our movie. And just sad. It's just so. But anyway, the performances are good. Again, like we said, it's like a murder mystery. It's really like a whodunit, kind of movie, and I mean for all ages. So let's get some quotes and
it's rated R, but for all ages.
Yeah, it's for all ages. I don't care. Rated R, my ass. I don't give a damn.
Okay.
And it's only an hour and 30 minutes, guys. It's not like it's.
Oh yeah, I can spend it's not going to take your whole day for sure. So.
No, it's a good movie.
Yeah.
But before you get the idea, I'm not some rich asshole. You've been drinking. How long have you been drinking? Well, I think I had my first beer when I was 12.
Yeah, I'll have some at that.
I played in the trumpet in high school, but I'm never going to give advice to Miles Davis. No, writing for an airline magazine is about unsavory as it gets. How are you married twice? I am very easy to fall in love with, sir. Right here is fine. I can't stop here. Well, do you have something up there I can vomit in then? Those. I can't read that. I messed up. And it happens sometimes.
You're sick.
Yeah. I know not trusting a white guy drinking. I know not trusting a white guy driving an unmarked van talking to young people is a thing, but it wasn't divorce. He died on the toilet, but no one wants to hear that story.
No.
Okay, I will only stay for 2 or 3 insults, 4 at max. Goddamn millennials are so fucking respectful. Pisses me off. Don't you hate people who are too poor to afford beauty?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. So hands can be naked, but forget about the toes.
Yeah.
You work in politics. You would probably take a lot of baths. Wow, what the hell? Beat your big cock. I will be in there in a way.
Oh, yeah. I was like, what the fuck? I actually rewound the point. What did she just say?
Yeah, I know, right? I had subtitles going. And I'm still like, no. Don't look proud. She doesn't make the choice of the best of lovers.
I'm going to interrupt you just for a second because she said, bet your big cock, right? And and there's photos online of Jon Hamm. You get it's paparazzi photos, so you see the incredible bulge he has in his pants, and you're like, it's not fair that he's that handsome. He's got that going on too. All right.
I don't know what people hate more, cops or reporters. Yeah, it's cops.
Yeah.
It's definitely
cops. ACAB. Right. So, what's your score on this movie?
4.2, man. I love this movie. I want to watch more of it. I want more of it.
I'm 4.1, but yeah, it's great.
It's great. It was just one of those movies that, I mean, I'm like, even the poster, man, just looking at the poster, I'm sitting here, I'm just like, I mean, look at it. It's just like, yeah. I want to see more of it.
Mm-hmm. And
it's the old style painted, and
Jon Hamm has really good comedy chops, by the way. He's very funny.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, Pepperidge Farm it, buddy.
God, that's gross. Oh, yeah, don't stop. No. But what is the audience score for Confess Fletch and Rotten Tomatoes?
For the viewing audience, 78.
74. You're really close again.
Oh man, that's close.
What's the critic score on Rotten Tomatoes for this? Confess Fletch.
92.
85.
No, still close.
Shorter on wacky hijinks, but still very funny. Confess Fletch is a showcase for Jon Hamm's comedic chops that revise this long-dormant franchise with style. So, I hope everyone gets a chance to watch Confess Fletch. I want more of these movies, so please don't stop. You can't stop, won't stop. Right?
Can't stop. You won't stop. So, there's a movie coming out in 2023 called Cocaine Bear.
Yeah, Cocaine Bear, directed by Elizabeth Banks, right?
Yeah.
So it It's exactly what a bear ingests cocaine and he goes on a murderous rampage. That's all I need to know. I'm definitely there for Cocaine Bear.
I'm down. We gotta watch Cocaine Bear, dude.
It has a late great.
I never thought I wanted to ever see a movie about cocaine bears.
Here we are. It has the late great reload in it too. So,
do you have any enemies in life, Chris?
I mean, none that I know. I mean, I have people I don't like, but I don't have any enemies.
Okay. Next time you're at somebody's house that you don't like, take a bag of rubber bands and throw them. Like, open up the bag and throw the rubber bands everywhere. Because rubber bands you can't sweep up. The only way to pick up rubber bands is by picking them up individually.
Is this just something you're just coming up with now? Just have them.
No, I'm reading this thing.
Okay.
I'm reading a thing. I closed all the windows and I only got one window open and it's telling me all the things.
Okay. Well, we got tons of stuff we got to watch. We'll figure it out. But I don't think
I know. We'll figure it out. Yeah. Well, I got to figure out if I'm positive or negative for the COVID still. I haven't gone anywhere. I haven't seen anybody, but I have some COVID tests that I'm going to take either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah. And then if you're good to go, we'll see Pearl.
And then, like, starting in the next week, dude, it's the Tulsa Fair. I'm going to be working every day. Like, literally every day. Right, I'll be working like 14-hour days, bro, every day.
Well, let me see we'll figure it out. We'll do the.
Yeah, we'll figure it out like we always do.
Okay. All right, man. Well, you can find us online, moviesonsuch.net. You're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesonsuch podcast. We're on Twitter at NTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at NTS Podcast. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/moviesonsuch. Also, if you want like shirts and stuff with their name on and some stuff Neil's made as well, go to bonfire.com/moviesonsuch and some they do. Neil's wearing that shirt right now if you guys want to take a look at it. And we're on YouTube. Go and subscribe. If you watch us on Facebook, go like that page. And wherever you find podcasts, you find movies that don't suck and some that do. What do we do for small businesses?
Oh, you said stuff. If you got a small business, let us know via email, message, whatever. We want to advertise you to our thousands of followers or millions of listeners. We want to make sure. I think it's the other way around. Thousands of listeners, millions of followers. We want to get your word out there to the streets. We want to take it to the streets. To the streets, yo. If you could just let us know, give us the information. I think that's about it. Yeah. Let's get the hell out of here. That's another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Some Do. My name's Neil.
I'm Chris.
And remember, guys, anytime you're walking around Boston, the best way to make some friends is wearing LA Lakers gear. Have a good night.